Hello everyone, this is Pat with Empowering by Design with our daily Oracle card reading and message for the 26th of October 2011. For today's reading, when I asked who wanted to be heard from, what card deck, the Saints and Angels card deck came forward, and specifically the card that came into my mind was St. Nicholas with the card Generosity, but we'll wait and see what one gets picked out. But I haven't actually used this deck in quite some time, so maybe that's why it wants and needs to be heard from today. So with the backdrop of our pretty roses, ooh, okay, there is a card that's spilled out there. Let's see what the Saints and Angels have to say for our YouTube community message today. Okay. All right, there's one that jumped out. It's not St. Nicholas with Generosity, but it's a guardian angel card, and it says, look deeper. And the angel in this card is looking into, it's like a fountain or some kind of pool of water for, deeper reflection. And we also got right alongside it, this is another card that slipped out earlier, was be brave. And again, the angel in the picture, who is accompanied by, some kind of lion or a leopard or puma type of cat, and she's looking very closely. She's pointing to something on the ground and looking very closely at it, okay? And, I feel like this is a message today about, really looking at things, being introspective. And, it does take a little bit of bravery on our part to be willing to be completely honest with ourselves and look at the truth about ourselves and other people. And that looking at that truth isn't always a, something that is bringing something we don't like to our awareness. It's just, a willingness to look at the truth of who we are, and so that we can be our most authentic self. And it takes a bit of reflection. I know not too long ago, I think perhaps Monday with the mermaid cards, we got the contemplation time. So there really is a lot of inner introspection that we're working with this week to really let go of that which no longer serves us. And as is depicted in each of these beautiful paintings, the angel in each of them is, looking very closely at something. In the Look Deeper painting, she's looking in the water as a source of reflection to see her own image. And there is an element to it that suggests that there may be something that you aren't seeing or haven't seen before that you may be open and willing to see now, either about yourself or someone else or a situation. Although I feel like this is more real self-reflection, looking at aspects of yourself from an objective point of view as an observer that you may not have been able to see before. So the saints and angels come to you today with this, be brave. They'll stand right alongside you as you do it if you need their help. But be willing to look a little deeper. Be willing to look at the underlying causes maybe or roots of some of your own behaviors, at what's driving you to do certain things, or and what is the underlying feelings that are fueling your dreams and aspirations as well. So that's what that look deeper is a little bit about. And the emphasis to be brave is that it's okay to really truly admit what it is that is driving your dreams and desires or driving your behaviors. If you can look at it without judgment and be okay with just being present with what's there, allowing it to have its space. And just like with people, you know, you have to allow your feelings and emotions to have their space, and you know, allow them to be, because they will move on from there. And being in this place of being the observer is really a wonderful healing place. So I send my blessings out to you with that today, so that you have the courage to do that, and that you have the time to be able to do that. So thank you so much for joining me for this reading today. Thank you so much for all the lovely compliments you all gave me yesterday about looking pretty in pink. I appreciate it. And thanks to everyone who joined me on the call last night. And I'll have that call available to everyone before too long, probably my next newsletter. I'll make it available. So thank you once again, everyone. Take care. Have a lovely Wednesday.